Hello everybody, this is Steve from Old Boy Moto. G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. So I've just gotten back from a fairly long trip. I've done 900 kilometers on the bike. Just thought I'd give you a bit more of an update from the last video I did. I'm still waiting on a fuel filter from Indian. Doesn't look like it's going to get here anytime soon. So another thing that I found was when I went over the bike and checked it over before I went on the run. The bike's done, as I mentioned before, it's actually done 56,000 kilometers now since I've come back from the trip. And it's a well-known thing that the clutch cables on these bikes tend to give up. But it's not because there's anything wrong with the clutch cable per se. It's more to do with the maintenance, I've heard, and I believe it to be true. Because the cable, like any other cable, have got ferrule ends, where that little lead bit is that goes onto your cable is called the ferrule, I think. Yeah, so that needs lubricating every 16,000 kilometers. And I got this from the 2014 Indian Motorcycle Service Manual, which I'm the proud owner of. It gives you everything you need to know about the servicing of these bikes. And so I can just show you where that is. It's obviously that's the clutch end on the lever that pulls the clutch. And what happens is if that isn't properly lubricated, it sticks in there and it makes the cable bend. So over time, what happens is the cable starts to fray and eventually it'll just snap. And the same thing can happen on the end of your lever. So there's a ferrule in there too. As you can see, there's a bit of water there because I've just washed the bike. And I must say the bike just performed flawlessly. It's like a freight train on the highway. It's just fantastic. It's like on the highway when you've got it cruising at say 110 kilometers at the speed limit, just the sound of the bike and everything else, it's just addictive. I really enjoyed my ride actually, and so that's good. I had a great ride on it, never had any problems with the bike at all. But this brings me to the clutch cable again. When I've done, a certain amount of Ks on a bike like that and the Ks are getting up, I like to carry a spare cable. It seems to be something that can give way, even although you do service the bike properly and you do lubricate the cables. It can give way and it can end its life while you're riding it. So I like to keep one in the panniers, and so I went to Indian Motorcycle to buy a cable. I thought, they'd have to have a cable there, but the news is no, they haven't got a cable. There's no cables available, and even if they are, the cables are $430 for a clutch cable. Now, I thought I'd left my whinging behind when I did the video on the fuel filter that wasn't available, but I've been told that the cable isn't available as well. The dealerships that I rang, they were very embarrassed, but Indian is putting them through this. I'm really, really disappointed with this brand now, because if I can't even get a clutch cable, I like to buy OEM and support the brand, but if you can't get the parts, you can't do that. It's as simple as that. So the dealer advised me to get online and see what I can turn up, and I was lucky enough to be able to find a cable that was affordable enough in the States, and it's being shipped over as I speak. And the brand that I bought is a Motion Pro. Motion Pro is a big motorcycle spare parts manufacturer, and I've got a lot of Motion Pro stuff, and Motion Pro is very, very good. So I've opted for that, and that cost me $105. So just thought I'd give you that little bit of an update. I haven't seen a fuel filter yet, and I don't think I'll ever see one the way things are going. So anyway guys, look after your clutch cable on these bikes, because they will give way without that lubrication. See you in the next video, and we'll see how we go with this fuel filter. Bye for now.